Welcome, jewels of inestimable value. Sigma females are an enigma, a force of nature wrapped in mystery and independence. They don't fit into the typical molds or follow the expected paths, and that's exactly what makes them so captivating. While others are busy playing by the rules, Sigma females rewrite them, operating on their own terms with an unshakable sense of purpose. But it's the things they do that truly baffle and intrigue those around them. Actions that defy logic, challenge norms, and leave everyone else guessing. These are the women who cut through life with precision, leaving behind a trail of questions and an aura of mystery. What is it about them that makes them so different, so impossible to pin down? The answers lie in the things they do that'll never make sense to you, no matter how hard you try to understand. Number 1. They can cut someone out of their lives impossibly quickly. When a Sigma female decides to cut someone out of her life, it's like flipping a switch. One moment you're in her world, and the next, it's as if you never existed. There's no drawn-out drama, no bitter exchanges, just a sudden and complete erasure. What makes this so mind-bending is the sheer speed and finality of it. Most people need time to process, to linger on the what-ifs, but not her. Once she's made up her mind, she acts swiftly, like a surgeon removing a tumor. It's not out of cold-heartedness, but rather a deep sense of self-respect. She knows her worth and refuses to waste time on those who bring negativity or disrespect into her life. To others, this might seem harsh, even ruthless, but to her it's simply necessary. She doesn't cling to relationships out of nostalgia or obligation. If someone proves they're not deserving of her energy, she'll cut the cord without hesitation. What's truly intriguing is that this ability to detach isn't about spite or revenge. It's about self-preservation. She understands that holding on to toxic connections only drains her, and she won't allow anyone to dim her light. So she moves on, and she does it with an almost eerie calmness. It's not that she doesn't feel the loss, she just knows how to compartmentalize it and keep moving forward. This level of emotional control is something few can understand, and even fewer can emulate. In the end, it's not about being heartless, it's about having the strength to protect her peace at all costs. Number 2. How Sigma females react when lied to. When someone lies to a Sigma female, the shift in her demeanor is so subtle it's almost imperceptible. But make no mistake, it's there. She won't blow up or cause a scene. Instead, she'll take a mental step back, reassess the situation, and quietly reposition you in her life. To her, lies are a breach of trust that can't easily be repaired. She doesn't need to confront you because, in her mind, the damage is already done. What's intriguing about a Sigma female is her ability to maintain a calm exterior while internally, she's making decisions that will change the dynamics of your relationship forever. She won't waste energy on arguments or trying to understand why you lied. She's already shifted her focus to how she'll move forward without you. It's like a door slowly closing inch by inch, until one day you realize it's completely shut. This reaction might seem cold, but it's actually a reflection of her deep commitment to honesty and integrity. She values truth above all else, and when someone shows they can't be trusted, she's quick to protect herself from further harm. She won't cut you off immediately, but you'll notice the distance growing. Conversations become shorter. Her availability decreases, and eventually, she's just not there anymore. What makes this even more powerful is that she does all of this without a single outburst or harsh word. She lets the lie speak for itself, and in doing so, she leaves the liar to deal with their own guilt and confusion. The Sigma female's response to being lied to is a lesson in quiet strength and unshakable self-respect. She doesn't need to expose the lie. She knows the truth will reveal itself in time, and by then, she'll have already moved on. Number 3. Leaving without a proper goodbye. When a Sigma female decides to leave, it's as if she vanishes into thin air. There's no dramatic farewell, no lingering goodbyes, just a quiet, almost imperceptible exit. She doesn't see the point in making a big deal out of leaving when she's already made up her mind. For her, the decision to walk away is final, so why drag it out with unnecessary words? This ability to leave without a proper goodbye is rooted in her self-sufficiency and independence. She's not looking for closure from anyone else because she finds it within herself. Once she realizes that a situation or relationship no longer serves her, she simply moves on. No theatrics, no fanfare. It's not about being heartless, it's about conserving her energy for things that truly matter. To those left behind, it can be baffling, even hurtful. But for the Sigma female, it's just her way of maintaining her peace and dignity. She doesn't need to explain herself or justify her actions. She knows that some people won't understand, and she's okay with that. Her focus is on her own growth and well-being, and she won't let anything or anyone hold her back. What makes this so powerful is that it's done with such grace and quiet confidence. She doesn't need to make a scene to assert her independence. Her actions speak louder than any words ever could. By leaving without a proper goodbye, she's signaling that she's already moved on mentally and emotionally. The chapter is closed and she's already on to the next one with no need to look back. Dear fellow knowledge seekers. Now, if you find these insights and tips for Sigma males fascinating, don't miss out. Hit the subscribe button below to join our community of like-minded individuals and unleash your inner Sigma. Now, let's continue our exploration. Number 4, Sigma female's monk mode. When a Sigma female goes into what some might call monk mode, she retreats from the world not out of avoidance, but out of a deep need to focus, recharge, and recalibrate. This period of withdrawal isn't about running away from problems, it's about digging deep to find clarity and purpose. She knows that in order to operate at her highest level, she needs time alone, time to think, plan, and strategize without distractions. During this phase, she becomes almost invisible. Calls go unanswered, social events are skipped, and she seems to drop off the radar. To others, this might seem mysterious or even worrying, but to her, it's essential. Monk mode is her way of filtering out the noise and tuning in to what really matters. It's in these moments of solitude that she makes her biggest decisions and sets her most ambitious goals. This withdrawal isn't permanent. It's a temporary state where she focuses all her energy inward. And when she finally re-emerges, she's stronger, more focused, and ready to take on whatever comes her way. The transformation can be startling to those around her. She returns with a sense of purpose that's almost palpable, as if she's unlocked a new level of understanding or strength. What's intriguing about this is that she doesn't announce her intentions or seek validation for her retreat. She simply does what needs to be done. This self-imposed solitude is her way of sharpening her mind and renewing her spirit, ensuring that when she steps back into the world, she does so with unshakable confidence and a clear vision. Monk mode is where she refines her power, and it's a practice that few understand but everyone respects. At number 5, they are kind without needing recognition for it. When a Sigma female shows kindness, it's not because she's seeking recognition or expecting something in return. Her acts of kindness come from a genuine place within her, driven by her own values rather than any desire for approval. She doesn't need a spotlight on her good deeds, and she's not interested in being praised or admired for them. For her, doing the right thing is simply part of who she is, not something that needs to be broadcasted. This can be perplexing to others, especially in a world where kindness is often used as currency, something given with the expectation of receiving something back, whether it's gratitude, validation, or a boost to one's reputation. But a Sigma female operates differently. Her kindness is quiet, often unnoticed, and she prefers it that way. She might help someone out of a tough situation, offer support when it's needed most, or simply be there to listen, all without making a big deal about it. What's powerful about this is that her kindness is pure. It's not tainted by ulterior motives or the need for acknowledgement. She finds satisfaction in the act itself, knowing she's made a positive impact, even if no one else sees it. This makes her kindness rare and deeply meaningful, as it's not about building up her image, but about staying true to her principles. People might not always understand why she does what she does, especially when she doesn't seek credit for it. But that's exactly what makes her kindness so extraordinary. It's authentic, unwavering, and free from any need for recognition. It's this quiet, almost invisible compassion that sets her apart and makes her impact all the more profound. Number 6, they seem like they don't care about anyone. To the outside world, a Sigma female might seem like she doesn't care about anyone. Her calm demeanor, her ability to stay emotionally detached, and her preference for solitude can easily be misinterpreted as indifference. But the truth is far more complex. It's not that she doesn't care, it's that she cares too deeply to let just anyone see it. A Sigma female understands the power of vulnerability, and she guards her emotions with the utmost care. She's learned that not everyone deserves access to her innermost thoughts and feelings. By appearing aloof, she's actually protecting herself from being hurt or manipulated. She's selective about who she lets in, and this selectiveness can often be mistaken for a lack of empathy or warmth. Yet beneath that seemingly cold exterior lies a person who feels intensely. She observes more than she speaks, and while she may not always express her emotions openly, she's acutely aware of what's happening around her. Her compassion is reserved for those who have earned her trust, and once you're in her inner circle, you'll see just how deeply she cares. But for everyone else, she remains a puzzle, someone who's hard to read, difficult to get close to, and impossible to fully understand. This ability to keep her emotions under wraps is a strength, not a flaw. It's how she maintains her independence and keeps her priorities in check. She doesn't get swept up in the drama or chaos of others because she knows that her peace of mind is priceless. While some might view her as detached or uncaring, those who truly know her understand that her silence is not a lack of feeling. It's a sign of emotional intelligence and self-control. She doesn't need to prove how much she cares. Her actions, carefully chosen and deliberate, speak louder than any words ever could. Number 7. Skepticism when receiving compliments. When a Sigma female receives a compliment, her reaction is often laced with skepticism. It's not that she's ungrateful or dismissive, it's that she's wary of the motives behind the words. Compliments can be tricky. They can be sincere, or they can be used as a tool to manipulate, flatter, or get something in return. A Sigma female knows this, and that's why she doesn't readily accept praise at face value. Her mind is always analyzing, questioning the intent behind the compliment. Is it genuine? Is there an ulterior motive? Does this person actually mean what they're saying, or are they just trying to get on her good side? This constant questioning isn't about paranoia. It's about protecting herself from being played. She's been around long enough to know that not all praise is honest, and she's not about to let herself be swayed by a few sweet words. This skepticism can make her seem hard to please, but in reality, it's a reflection of her deep understanding of human nature. She's cautious because she values authenticity above all else. She doesn't want empty flattery. She wants truth. And until she's convinced that a compliment is genuine, she'll keep her guard up. But when a Sigma female finally does accept a compliment, you can be sure it's because she believes it's sincere. Her skepticism isn't about doubting herself. It's about ensuring that the praise she receives is real and meaningful. She doesn't need constant validation from others. She's her own biggest critic and her own strongest supporter. So when she does allow herself to take in a compliment, it's because she knows it's well-earned, and that makes it all the more valuable. Now, to our last point. Number 8. They keep their personal lives very private. A Sigma female's need for privacy is almost legendary. She keeps her personal life under wraps with a level of discretion that can be both captivating and frustrating to those around her. To the outside world, she might seem like an open book, but in reality, her chapters are locked away in a vault only she can access. She understands that the less people know about her true self, the better she can control her own narrative. This intense privacy isn't about being secretive for its own sake. It's about maintaining control over her personal space and protecting her peace. By keeping her life private, she avoids unnecessary judgments, unwarranted advice, and unwanted interference. She believes that her personal matters are just that, personal, and not something to be shared or scrutinized. What makes this intriguing is how she manages to maintain a sense of mystery without appearing evasive. Her social media presence might be minimal or carefully curated, and she rarely reveals more than surface details in conversation. This doesn't mean she's unfriendly or untrustworthy. It simply means she's very selective about what she shares and with whom. Her private nature also serves as a shield, protecting her from those who might try to exploit her vulnerabilities or use her personal information against her. By keeping things close to the chest, she ensures that her strength and independence remain untainted by external influences. In a world where oversharing is often the norm, her reserved approach stands out as both a powerful and enigmatic trait. In a world that thrives on transparency and instant gratification, the Sigma female's enigmatic qualities set her apart as a master of subtlety and self-control. Her actions may baffle, her choices may challenge conventional expectations, but it's precisely this complex blend of independence, privacy, and discerning kindness that defines her. She navigates life on her own terms, leaving others in awe of her ability to remain true to herself while maintaining a profound sense of mystery. Understanding the Sigma female requires more than just observation. It demands a deep appreciation of her unique way of moving through the world. And in the end, it's this very mystery and strength that make her one of the most compelling and extraordinary individuals you'll ever encounter. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and join our queenly community of like-minded individuals. Your support means the world to us. Stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching, Jules. See you in the next video. Bye for now, and God bless.